Hello guys and welcome. I hope that you're having a great day or good morning or good evening. My name is I Play 4K, aka I Play AK, aka I Play 16K, aka UHD King. During this video today I'm going to show you Doom Eternal running on 1080p resolution on a Titan RTX and a CPU that is not the computer case box. CPU is equal to processor from 2013-2014 that has 12 cores at 24 threads when hyper-threading technology is enabled, or 12 threads and 12 physical cores. It's going to be Xeon E5-2697v2 CPU from 2013, was popular in the data centers in 2014, and as you can see by my Windows CPU core utilization, I'm only running 12 cores, so I decided to go ahead and show you with 12 physical cores and 12 physical threads with hyper-threading technology is enabled to pretty much avoid any latency delay and have the fastest possible latency delay between the CPU, GPU and all the components, and show us the maximum possible FPS. But keep in mind that in a different video I'm also going to show you 12 cores with 24 logical threads or 24 logical cores in the Windows 10, and it's going to be with hyper-threading technology enabled. So I'm going to cover the CPU over the iPlay4k.com or over the UHDking.com with all the flavors, all kind of games, all kind of benchmarks. This is my secondary system. My primary system is i9-9900K with the 2 Titan RTXs and SLI, and this is my rendering system. So let's go ahead and get going, guys. I'm going to show you Titan RTX running at stock, and then I'm going to show you Titan RTX running at maximum possible overclock. Keep in mind that my Titan RTX today running completely stock air, a dual fan air cooler by NVIDIA, and also stock thermal compound paste on the GPU and stock thermal compound paste on the VRAM. So completely untouched Titan RTX. As you can see, my other Titan RTXs, I replaced the liquid metal thermal compound paste solution on the GPU and IC diamond thermal compound on the VRAM. But this is completely untouched. So let's go ahead and have a look at the completely untouched Titan RTX stock performance, as well as maximum overclock on my Xeon E5-2697v2 CPU. Keep in mind that on the picture right now on the wallpaper, this is my system. Let me real quick go ahead and show it to you. This is how I'm running today. It's water cooled with the H100i Pro RGB XT water cooler by Corsair, and I believe this is the H100i 3rd generation cooler, if I'm not mistaken, or 4th generation. I had the 1st generation, I skipped on 2nd, and this is the 3rd one. Very beautiful thing, a lot of RGB, you're going to enjoy, looking great in the case, but a little bit overpriced. You can get almost the same performance dual fan 240mm radiator water cooler system for about $79. Keep that in mind. I'm also going to test the system with the best air cooler, which is the Xeon 9900 that full made of full of copper, and it's going to be a nice benchmarks. Don't miss it, because you can get that cooler used like new on Amazon for $20 or even $11 or $12. This is how I picked up for $12 Xeon 9900 air cooler, completely made of full of copper, guys. And copper is copper. It doesn't matter used or slightly used like new, it's still copper. It's still the same deal, right, for the air cooler. So as you can see, my CPU Z, before I'm going to start the game, let me introduce you to the system, and we're not going to come back to it any longer. I'm just going to show you the game, and that's it. So as you can see, 12 core, 12 threads, maximum boost on this processor when it's running stock on any motherboards, server motherboards, or X79 gaming overclocking motherboards. You can run this CPU, as you can see, as I'm doing it right now, on a gaming overclocking motherboard from 2014. Maximum frequency per each 12 cores and 12 threads, or 12 cores 24 threads with the hyper-threading technology will be 3000 megahertz, and right now, as you can see, I'm pushing to 3200 megahertz, which is 3180 megahertz, because when all 12 cores, 12 threads, or 12 cores, 24 threads will be loaded above 15%, it's going to pretty much set itself to 30 multiplier, which is the maximum stable multiplier, and you cannot unlock it. It's changing the multiplier when it's switching to like 6 cores, it's changing to 31, but usually when it's running 12 core, 12 threads, it's going to be a 30 multiplier. However, it's not going to be 3000 megahertz, it's going to be 3180 megahertz, because I'll overclock the CPU through the BCLK. Even if it has the multiplier locked, I found the alternative way to overclock the CPU through the BCLK frequency, through the base frequency. So I increase, instead of 100 megahertz by the stock, I increase the BCLK frequency, base frequency, by 106 megahertz, and 106 megahertz times 30 will be 3180 megahertz. Okay, this is how we're going to roll. And motherboard will be, as again, Gigabyte X79 UD3 version 1.1 gaming overclocker motherboard. It's not the server motherboard. However, if you want to run this CPU 2697 V2 CPU or any 2600 V2 CPUs, you must install F20 BIOS for your Gigabyte X79 UD3 version 1.1. It's required, otherwise it's not going to post. You're going to have a black screen and nothing will going on. So go ahead and find yourself i7 CPU like I did, 4930K, that I was running this motherboard back in 2014, 2015 and 2016. Flash the BIOS to F20, or if you're buying it on eBay used like new, go ahead and ask them to flash for you F20 BIOS first, make sure it's working, and then purchase it. Okay, otherwise it's not going to post. Keep that in mind, and you need to have i7 CPU to be able to flash it. And you can download the BIOS through the Gigabyte website and flash it in the Windows without any problem. As you can see, I'm running my Titan RTX through the PCI Express version 3.0 with the 16 lanes, completely at the full speed. Memory is 4 sticks, 8 gigabyte, total 32 gigabytes DDR3. It's very overclockable memory. Crucial, Ballistix 1866 megahertz at CL9. However, when you're running 4 sticks and when you're running 32 gigabytes, you cannot push above 1333 megahertz, and this is just going to be locked. And even at 1600 megahertz with the 1866 megahertz, it's going to just not post, because under this motherboard Gigabyte UD3 X79 version 1.1, 32 gigabyte is the maximum, and for this DDR3 X79 chipset, it was kind of not accepting some unregistered memory when you fully loaded them to 32 gigabytes or to the full capacity of the X79 motherboard. So I stuck at 1333 megahertz, and I decided, you know what, this CL9, I tested CL9 working at that frequency, and then I went CL8 working, and then CL7. So I clocked at very aggressive timing CL7 and increase in terms of the performance and lower my latency delay using my DDR3 as well, 1T command. So it's not running 1333 megahertz just because the BCLK based clock is overclocked to 105.99, which is 106 pretty much. It's 106 in the BIOS. It's running, guys, at 706 megahertz times 2, 1412 megahertz instead of 1333 megahertz. Additionally, by about 87 megahertz extra. Keep that in mind. And as again, this is a crucial Ballistix XMP 1866 megahertz CL9, as you can see. Titan RTX completely. This version will be TU102-400, not -300. -300 is the first version of the Titan RTX. This is going to be a secondary version of the Titan RTX, and they're not a great overclocker. So if you're going to purchase Titan RTX in 2020, it's probably going to have a revised GPU on it, and it's not going to be TU102-300 as it's saying over here on our on our TU102 GPU, but it's going to be -400 instead of 300 A1 version. Okay, this is how it's scored. This 12 cores, 12 threads, and look at this multi-thread ratio under the multi-threaded benchmark. way better than 12x. This is unheard of, guys. So I'm faster than 12 cores on the CPU right now. With this core, I'm faster than its 12 cores with the same frequency. This is what benchmark saying to us, and this is just unheard of performance. This is the maximum performance that you can achieve for the CPU, not just by 12 times, 12.2 times extra, 0.2 times extra. This is unheard of, guys. Okay, this is how I scored. This is unbelievable result. I'm very happy. You're not going to achieve like this with the hyper threading technology on this. You're probably going to be like 14-15x with the 24 threads, which is based off a lot of hyper threading logical cores. Keep that in mind. Alright, guys, that's pretty much it. Let me show you real quick IDA, and we're going to jump into the Doom. So this is the IDA, guys. Under the IDA 64 version 6.20.5300, you're going to look at the latencies, because my latency, memory latency, you can compare with your DDR3, DDR4 latency, and latency of my level 1, level 2, level 3 cache, to compare with your much advanced or newer CPUs. But do not pay attention to the level 1, level 2, and level 3 cache read, write, and copy, because pretty much this value generated by the amount of cores. So they kind of calculated the single core value and then multiply it by amount of cores. So if you're going to have more cores, you're going to have higher value, even with DDR3. If you're going to have less cores, you're going to have lower value with DDR3, or you know, with the DDR4. It doesn't matter. Keep that in mind. So don't look at the read, write, and copy, but look at the latency delay, in nanosecond value, and the lower value, the better. Keep that in mind. And so DDR4, guys, 5000 MHz CL18. I'm running at 2400 MHz at CL9, and my latency delay is 44 nanoseconds, 2 times less than this DDR3, and this is unheard of. But this is under my i9-9900K running at 5.3 gigahertz, and this is just as fast as possible, and even like 42 nanoseconds when I'm running i9-9900K, would shut down 4 cores and hyper threading technology and enable only 4 cores, logical cores, and 4 threads. I'm at 5.4 gigahertz. I'm achieving 42 nanoseconds, so 2 times less result in terms of latency delay, and this is just unheard of. The lower value is the better. Keep that in mind. Okay, and one more thing, guys, this is my GPU compared with Titan RTX, comparing with this CPU. Its CPU is running the heavy optimized 64-bit code for the CPU, so it's showing absolutely amazing results. But the GPU is running on Titan RTX running OpenCL, and it's not so friendly to OpenCL. Most of it AMD video cards and AMD GPUs are friendly to OpenCL. NVIDIA is not so that's why result is not so great. But as again, you can see how well this CPU is scoring. Okay, just in case, keep this value so you can compare it. And that's it, guys. Let's go ahead and jump into the game, and let's have fun, shall we? As again, I'm running right now completely stock, and I'm going to show you different preset on 1080p, and then I'm going to show you with some overclock. Keep in mind that today, this video I'm recording with professional external video recording equipment by Chinese manufacturers, and Chinese developers just updated the firmware, and they told me that the newer firmware will reduce the screen tearing with VSync is off. So today I'm going to run VSync is off to show you the maximum possible FPS, so you can have a clear idea what kind of monitor you're looking if you're 1080p gamer. That's the point of this. Otherwise I would have the VSync on, so it's not going to generate any screen tearing. Keep that in mind. So there is no hardware capable out there to capture the gameplay with VSync off without screen tearing. So it's going to be about 60-50 broken frames if you're going to just watch every single frame. But if you're going to watch the video, it's kind of hard to see that you have the screen tearing. Keep that in mind. So hopefully you understand that. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into the game. This is going to be the 3rd time I'm playing the Doom Eternal. The game was released yesterday in March 20th. Today is March 21st. So you can see I'm going to have all kind of different stats for you. At the left top corner, self-explanatory. I also enabled the stats in the Doom at the right top corner, so you're going to have anything what you need to see. And I'm going to comment. I decided to go ahead and give you some comments, so it's going to be amazing. And I'm recording today with the Vantech external USB audio card, which is amazing. It has dual input for the mics, so I'm using today my two Rode Video Pro Plus mics, so the audio quality will be amazing. So not any longer I need to scream into my mic, and this is kind of the idea I decided to get external audio card with the two mics outputs, so I'm going to capture the audio in beautiful quality without screaming into the mics. And why I'm using the shotgun mics, because it's not great idea for the podcast, of course, but just because my system right now case is open, just in case, so it can breathe a little bit better of air. And it's kind of noisy because the fan rotation under the Titan RTX, even on a single Titan RTX running 100%, but when I'm going to test on this E5-2697v2 CPU, two Titan RTXs, it's going to scream like a lot. And if I'm going to use just a basic podcast mic, it's going to capture the audio throughout the room and it's going to be noisy. But the shotgun mics that I'm using today on those Rode Video Pro Plus mics are amazing because it's capturing the audio, directional audio, when it's pointed to, and it's pointed into my mouth, so it's not capturing anything around it. And hopefully it's going to be double my audio quality and you're going to enjoy. And hopefully in theory my audio quality will be like out of the $2,000-$3,000 microphone with only $450 microphone, which one was like $200. Keep that in mind. And those microphones are also expensive, but I'm in hope that two of them will generate the audio quality of like similar to 2000 microphone, and you're going to enjoy. So this is going to be my new approach, and not just because I decided to get it like that, but just because when you overclock in BCLK on your Xeon E5 2600v2 CPU or Xeon E5 2600 CPUs, keep that in mind. When you're going to overclock the BCLK to 105, 106 megahertz, that any X79 gaming overclocking motherboard will allow you to do, it's going to lock your audio on board that comes on your motherboard, and it's going to lock your network integrated controller, so there is no NIC, no audio. So I purchased the NIC USB 3.0 2.5 gigabit per second adapter, and instead of 1 gigabit per second adapter on my motherboard, I'm using even 2 times faster for data transfer, and I purchased this audio adapter as well. Hopefully this makes sense. So okay, enough talking, guys. Let's go ahead and get into the game. I just explained to you what's going on, so you'll have a better idea and some thoughts and ideas if you're building this system or looking to build the best low budget system in 2020 or 2021, and you're going to find out why during this video. I will explain it to you. 1920 by 1080, guys. I'm going to show you Ultra Nightmare and then preset completely, and then I'm going to show you different presets, as again it's running stock, but then I'm going to show you overclock as well. I only disable the film grain because I don't like that kind of noise. I like the clear video. Keep that in mind, as again it's going to show some screen tearing a little bit, about 50 frames total throughout the video. And if you're going to pause, there is a possibility you're going to see it, but if you're going to watch it, there is just a low possibility that you're going to see the screen tearing. But as again, it's impossible to show you the raw FPS because I'm recording today with external professional video recording equipment, and it's going to show you the raw FPS at the left top or right top corner, just like I'm not recording and just like I'm just playing this game. Hopefully this makes sense. I can record it with the shadow play, and shadow play will grab the frames from the frame buffer directly without any screen tearing, but it's going to lower my FPS and it's not going to demonstrate you the real true raw FPS. So just to show you the raw FPS, I need to do something like that, and there is no other devices, recording devices, that can record the screen without the screen tearing. Hopefully guys this makes sense, or without losing the performance. So I'm not losing not even 0.1% of my CPU or GPU performance. Keep that in mind. So I'm running today with HDR, okay. Ultra Nightmare, here we go. This is how we're going to rock. I played it 3 times. I already recorded 4K resolution before 4K resolution I recorded on this system, but I'm planning to do the same thing, including the 8K, 10K, 12K under the i5-2697K with the 2 Titan RTXs and single Titan RTXs as well on this system E5-2697v2. I'm also going to show you 2 Titan RTXs, but keep in mind, when the Titan RTX at stock, you can achieve the same performance, 1080p or 4K resolution with just a single RTX 2080 Ti. When I'm using single Titan RTX running at stock, you just need to overclock your RTX 2080 Ti. It costs half price tag, and it's going to show you the same FPS or even 1-2 FPS faster when your RTX 2080 Ti video card is overclocked. Keep that in mind. Or RTX 3080 video card by Ampere GPU architecture. Hopefully, guys, this makes sense. So you probably don't want to get for 1080p for sure Titan RTX, but just because I have it and I'm a YouTuber, I need to show you kind of great videos and stuff like that. That's why I'm having it, but it's not a requirement for you to have it. Keep that in mind. So let's go ahead and get going, guys. I'm going to start. The game is very hard. As again, the purpose of this video is not the gameplay. The purpose of this video is to show you the performance. And this is my third time. Let's go ahead and have a look at 1080p. I already can see 369 FPS at the right top corner or left top corner, and the reason why the FPS is not synchronized with the left and right, because they're showing one showing per half second and one showing per 1 second. That's why. So they're not synchronized in terms of the timing, frames per second. Hopefully, guys, this makes sense.
Against all the evil that hell.
This is with HDR is on, my 8K resolution professional video recording device from China, capable to record with HDR.
Send unto them only you. Rip and tear.
Right now it's going to be a video that is rendered, 3D scene that is rendered within the game engine in real time. It reminds me a little bit of Rage PC game, also by Bethesda, by John Carmack as a programmer, and during that time kind of a lot of objects that they probably used during the Rage PC and right now during this render, but they used the pre-render video during that time, and right now they're using the 3D scene that is rendered within the game engine, which is completely without any pre-render techniques. It's just rendering right now and takes your performance, your computer to do so. And when you're playing 4K resolution, my GPU utilization during this scene is 95-97% on this CPU, and keep in mind that you can use it as a benchmark as well. Guys, I'm adapting to this mic. This mic is going to be amazing. Hopefully you're enjoying this audio quality. Don't forget to smash that like button. A lot of time, money, energy was invested, and as you can see, I'm improving as much as I can, and I decided to improve on my audio quality. Hopefully, guys, you will appreciate that, so both of us will benefit.
I have located the pre-signal. I will mark it on your HUD.
Alright. The game is amazing. There's a little bit similarity with the Doom 2016, but it doesn't look exactly like Doom 2016. As you can see, it's using the high polygons models, and you're going to see some models from Doom 2016 like monsters, but they're going to have a little bit higher polygons count on them. Keep that in mind. The game has a lot of secrets, but I'm not about the secrets. I'm over here about the just a simple demonstration of the performance and gameplay. Oh yeah, check it out, man. Beauty. The game almost on the easiest difficulty is very hard. Keep that in mind. Much harder than Doom. Much harder than Doom 2016. Now there's a secret over here that is got this throughout when I would play 4K resolution. Look at the same monsters, kind of toys, collectibles, like in Doom 2016. So pretty much kind of almost the same scenario like in Doom 2016, but levels have much better geometry, as you can see, much more polygon counts to them, much more details, as well as zombies and monsters have much higher detail, polygons count in them, 3D meshes, in those 3D meshes. The 1080p doesn't look that great for me. I'm not sure, guys, how you can play it, but for me, it's kind of funky. I am 4K resolution since 2013 when I used the 4 Radeon R9 290s. So keep that in mind. As you can see, you can upgrade the guns just like in Doom 2016. Kind of similar idea. Look at those details on the weapon. It's just amazing. They did a great job. There's some upgrades we can use and benefit a little bit. Oh yeah, come here, buddy. And there's a lot of enemies, you can use this upgrade. Grenade launcher, why not, right? As you recognize this monster all the way from Doom 2016 probably, guys, right? And look at them, they're not so easy. I better get some medkit if I want to survive, guys. Ooh, look at that. Give me some ammo, buddies. No, I don't think so. Okay, ¿qué pasa, trabajo, muchacho? Oh, they're gonna give me some, muchacho. Look at this, almost dead. And this is on the easier settings. Oh my god, and they're like running after me. Oh my god, goodness. Alright, I got some ammo, I got some gas for my chainsaw. Check it out, bam. No, I don't think so, buddy. Where are you running? ¿Por qué, muchacho? Trabajo. ¿Por qué? Where are you running, amigo? We don't want you to run. Check it out. Bam. Can we do double? No, we can. Okay. Good with single. I'm about, guys, to demonstrate you the switching between the different presets. But just like in the newer games, the switching between the presets doesn't make that much difference on the newer video cards. Modern video cards, it's not that biggie. Running medium to high, almost in the Doom Eternal is going to be the same visuals. Guys, keep your eye at the left top corner. Self-explanatory information. I just don't have a time. I'm trying to survive over here, and the game is not a joke. It requires a lot of skill, and just because, you know, I'm just my third time in the game, I'm not that good yet. Oh my goodness, buddy. What happened to you, amigo? Okay. So, yeah, there is no enemies, good. So check it out, guys. 240 FPS. So FPS is not locked, doesn't have any cap yet. In Doom 2016, the cap in terms of the FPS is 200. Over here is 240, and it's going to go above 240 without any problems. So 240 FPS, and this is the Ultra Nightmare. Let's go ahead and have a look at our presets. So Ultra Nightmare completely, as you can see, completely the way we want it. Let's go ahead and switch to Nightmare. Switch to a Nightmare. Apply. 240, 245, only 5 FPS, not a big deal. Okay, let's go ahead and switch to, I just want to show you the difference when you're switching between the presets so you'll have a clear idea. I'm recording this video today in 4K resolution because when Chinese developers did the firmware for this devices, again, they forgot that about 1080p resolution, and before it was capable to record 1080p at 120 FPS, but not any longer. It cannot record any video at 1080p right now. Hopefully they're going to fix it in the future. But 246, the difference 1 FPS, not that big. So the difference between the Nightmare and Ultra, not a big deal. What about the high? 250, yeah, by 10 FPS from the Ultra Nightmare to high 10 FPS. Not that big deal, as you can see, guys, because if you're going to have with the different video cards lower FPS, your difference will be even lower than mine, not by 10 FPS. But medium from Ultra Nightmare will show you some benefits. Let me go ahead and show it to you. As you can see, I'm just switching the presets. 267. So Titan RTX or RTX 2080 Ti video card is good to go for 1080p 240Hz monitors if this is your thing. 267. Let me real quick go ahead and switch to low for those folks that was asking me sometimes to switching to low. This is for you, so don't forget to smash that like button. 283, 84, so improvement by 44, 43 FPS. As again, we are not taxing in terms of our FPS. FPS is recording the way it's just showing the FPS without any recording in real time. Alright, let's go ahead and have a look. Ultra Nightmare. Let's kick some. By the way, right over here, this scene can be used as the benchmark because it's rendered in real time with the game engine as well. Wow. And I'm going to use this scene as a benchmark, by the way. Alright, so when I'm going to compare i9-9900K or E5 2697 V2 with the 24 threads, just to find out how well and how much advantage we're taking just to playing on the physical cores and physical threads instead of, look at this. Wow, this guy's big. Instead of just a 24 logical cores versus the 12 physical cores, 12 physical threads instead of 24 logical cores. Alright, where are we? Okay, I gotta go there. Okay, there we go. We can do some more upgrades if we want to, but no thank you, not right now. You can see the game has the let me show it to you. It has the map as well. You can see where you're going, you can see the map, the location when where you're at and stuff like that, so it's nice. Okay. Oh my goodness, buddy. Oh my, just look at you, amigo. What happened? Uh-oh. You think you're Gucci? Beautiful, guys, beautiful. I think pretty much, guys, I showed you everything what you need to see. As you can see, this CPU is bottlenecking the video card. Nope, it's not. There is no such a thing as CPU bottlenecking video card. The faster CPU, the faster FPS in terms of the frequency on CPU. But of course, the newer generation of the CPU by the same company will be about 5-10% faster than the previous generation, so take this as a factor as well. But there is no such a thing for the Xeon E5-2697v2 as CPU bottlenecking. Yes, with the newer CPUs you will receive higher FPS, but we're going to find out when I'm going to split the screen versus my i9 9900K, because this Xeon, guys, is pretty much 4000 series Intel generation CPUs, but it's for the enterprise. So the similar CPU will be like 4000 i7. We're going to compare it, but there was no such a thing. Oh, this guy's dangerous. There was no such a thing, guys. Sorry about that. For i7, for the X79 socket, to be able, okay, I better run. To be able to have 12 cores, even 12 threads, 12 cores. I mean, 12 threads would be able to for 6 core with the hyper-threading technology, but it wasn't available just physical 12 cores. And this puppy has 24 logical cores, which is amazing. Look at that. That thing is running after me. The dangerous. Yeah, that guy that's shooting, eating a lot of my energy. Yeah, that dude is not a joke. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Por qué trabajo, muchacho? Right there. Just die already, buddy. Here we go. Die already. Whew. Let me real quick, just because the medium, just to see how well is the medium is going on over here. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap up with this video, guys. In the end of this video, I'm going to show you the attach for you to watch 4K resolution video, and I will try on the CPU 8K resolution video as well, but probably with 2 Titan RTXs, maybe with 1 Titan RTX, just to see the difference as well. We're going to find out if it's going to be playable FPS. Yeah, this is the best, guys. The best system that you can purchase. The whole system, just the CPU. I got the CPU in the first quarter of 2020 on eBay, used like new, from a very great seller that has like 65,000 items sold. This is what you want to do. Power seller on eBay. 30 days warranty, used like new, and for $159. It was before the virus in China, but you know, right now it's kind of trending right now because the virus and stuff like that, so it's running like $200, but it's going to go down to $120 in the end of 2020. So $120 for the CPU, power supply for $80, Corsair 850 watt for any kind of scenarios, no matter for the future builds as well. Get yourself certified, refurbished, and $50 for 32 gigs of RAM. X79 motherboard is $79.80. Case by Corsair $49, and the cooler $20 Xeon 9900K. And I will show it to you why it's the best air cooler, because it makes sense. It's fully made of copper, but I'm going to compare it with this H100i water cooler by Corsair. But the problem is the pump in this water cooler will die after 3 years. It's guaranteed. It's not maximum going to survive 5 years, but air cooler will last you forever. And the total system without the video card will cost you $450. Okay, and you cannot buy any AMD compatible system that will show you the similar performance, and you can use this system as workstation if you're 3D artist, graphic designer, YouTuber, as well as play some games if you do both. This is the best all-in-one system, guys. $450. And for the video card, grab yourself GTX 1080 Ti video card. Of course, you don't, on a low budget, you don't want to go with the Titan RTX, not even with the RTX 2080 Ti. If I would be with low budget, and if this will be my primary system, but this is my rendering from server, and I'm going to use it as my secondary system. but grab yourself 2 GTX 1080 Ti if you have a little bit of cash saved throughout the system. And 2 GTX 1080 Ti, guys, in SLI will show you way higher FPS that you can see right now, no matter what kind of resolution you're running. Keep that in mind. And they're using Vulkan 1.1 119 API, and in theory it's supporting SLI, so hopefully Bethesda's software developers wasn't lazy and they enabled the SLI. But we're going to find out when I'm going to try 2 Titan RTXs here. Hopefully this will be the case, because the Doom 2016 that was running earlier version of the Vulkan didn't support SLI under the Vulkan, but it did support the SLI under the OpenGL, and I'm hoping that it's going to support the oh my god, SLI under the Vulkan. They have that running. Look at this is hardcore thing right there. Not so easy, guys, and it's running like crazy. Check it out. And it's fighting too. Yeah, this game is easy hardness, but it's not so easy. It's not so easy. Let me get some thing. I'm gonna show it to this thing who's the boss real quick. Real quick. Come on, just here we go. Check it out. Let me finish it. Fatality. Here we go. Yeah. Alright, guys. I guess that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I guess right now I'm putting some great videos for you to check out. You can see my CPU load right here. So wow, it was utilizing all 12 physical cores, almost, guys, very high, as you can see, utilization. So I don't believe that 6-core 6-thread CPU will be good enough, but if you're just a gamer, guys, get yourself i5 10600K CPU with the 6-core 12 threads. It's going to be CPU that's going to be way above 5 GHz, and it's going to be as fast as i9 9900K at stock in the end of 2020, in the beginning of 2021. This is going to be just the best CPU for gaming, and if you do just a little slightly video encoding and just a little slightly 3D rendering, but if you're doing 3D rendering a lot, this is going to be E5-2697v2 CPU, the best for you for the money. Video encoding as well, but you're going to have some trouble to utilize all 12 cores, 12 threads, or even 12 core 24 threads for sure, but unless you're going to do like 10 videos at the same time. But 3D rendering will utilize under the 3ds Max Studio or Cinema 4D without any questions. But otherwise, for games maximum FPS, you can invest another $100 and get yourself i5 10600K and clock it at 5.3 GHz with the 6-core 12 threads, and it's going to be a beast. But keep that in mind, guys, that this CPU in the end of 2020 will cost $129 after the Chinese virus, and in the 2021 it will cost $79. And if you opt to 3D rendering, get 2 of them, the CPUs, and get the Chinese X79 dual socket motherboard, which is C602 chipset, and it's going to be amazing, guys, for 3D rendering artists. It's just the best. Maybe not for the video encoding, but 3D artists in 3ds Max or Cinema 4D is going to be the best. Alright, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to smash that like button. A lot of time, money, energy was invested. Support me, positive comments, subscribe, check out right now the videos that I'm putting for you, and have a great day, and I will see you. Stay safe till the next time.